This video is sponsored by Access Competitions UK, the UK's #1 website for online raffling. If you're feeling lucky, then this is the site for you. They've got so many different competitions. If you head over, click the competitions tab, and you'll see a whole host of different competitions and raffles that they've got running. And if you look right there, you'll see my personally rebuilt and modified BMW E92 325i. This is the first ever Salvage Nation raffle. You'll be getting the car, all the mods, the private number plate, and guess what? You get £500 cash to go towards your insurance or to spend on whatever your heart desires. So guys, head on over to accesscompetitions.co.uk, have a little browse, take part, grab some tickets, and if you're feeling lucky, remember you need to be in it to win it. Don't forget, you can also check out Access Competitions on the Trustpilot website, and the live draw will be held on the 31st of July, where we'll be choosing one lucky winner, and then I'll be delivering my car plus the cash to that winner in person. Right, let's continue with the video. Guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another episode from Salvage Nation. Today, you see this day? Today we've got the biggest, bestest build that we've had on the channel thus far. It's looking at me right now. It's a crazy build, and I'm not even gonna say any more. Let's get into it. That's right guys, tell me what you think. We've only gone ahead and got a Porsche Boxster S on the channel. Tell me what you think of this car. Let's go check out all the damage, because I am so gassed. Let's check it out. So there it is guys, it's a 2003 Porsche Boxster S. It looks like it's got some work that was done to it. Check out these exhausts, I really like the design on them. Let me know what you think of those exhausts. But this is where we're gonna start, where all the damage is, and it's a lot of damage. But before we go on guys, I wanna tell you a quick story why I'm so infatuated with this car. It's almost like a dream come true. And before you laugh, let me just tell you, when I was 17 years old, I remember the neighborhood guy that had all the money, all the cars, all the everything, he had everything. He had a black one of these. This is going back to like 2004. It was a 1-year-old car. And one day, he just, as a little kid, I was 17, he just tossed me the keys. I had just gotten my provisional license. He tossed me the keys and he said, yeah, get in the driver's seat. He got in the passenger seat, and he allowed me to drive his then 1-year-old Porsche Boxster S. And it was such a joy to drive. And ever since then, I was infatuated with this car. And I never thought you'll see the day that I can, let alone drive one, own one, but repair one on the channel. So now that you know that, let's continue. Check out the damage. So off the gate, you can see that this wing is completely totaled, completely gone. I need to get a headlight, and the front bumper is completely gone. Now these parts are going to be an arm and a leg to get a hold. It's going to be an arm and a leg to find. It's going to be just an arm and a leg. So go buy some merch, subscribe, take part in the raffle, help me out. But anyway, those are just the panel parts. That is the obvious kind of damage that I can see, and that's the damage that you know, off the get-go, you know I need to get. The radiators are completely gone. Have a look here, and it's just come off the truck, and that's the first thing that I checked. But if you look there, you can see the plastic on the radiator is completely gone. So there's no water in the system. It's marked as engine start program. It's not going to be running driving because the suspension is completely gone. But I do want to get some power to the car. There's no power at the moment. I want to get some power to the car and see if it actually starts. I won't keep it running. But have a look at the hub, flip it out. The hub is completely snapped clean off from there, and this is the other half of the hub, and it's still connected to that control arm. This is the steering rack end, and this is where it controls the steering. So I need to get a new hub. I'm just going to change the entire shock tower as well and just get a new corner. Look at the bottom control arms as well. So this car must have been doing some good old speed to break this off completely cleanly the way it is right now. So that's gone. Still got the other half right there and the other half inside there. Subframe doesn't look to be gone. Subframe looks pretty all right, and I'm happy with what I'm seeing up underneath the car. Should be a straightforward job to switch all of these stuff out, but who knows what you'll find in the salvage car, man. This is a salvage game. You never know what you'll find, but I'm sure we'll be prepared for it. Moving around on the driver's side door, there's no issues there. Once again, just the wing. Bottom is fine. Back alloy seems all right. There's no issues there. I really want to check out the engine. Come to the back, you've got that nice spoiler. I know that's not standard, and I know the exhaust is not standard, but it's just a bit dirty. It just needs a nice clean. I don't know, see if we can do something with these lights at the back, because I don't like them, but that's for the future. I can't worry about that right now. Coming around to the rear passenger side, sitting on some Pirelli P0s, love that. Alloy wheels seem fine, no damage on this side whatsoever. The door functions fine. Got a broken headlight inside, completely smashed. But guys, let me just step back and just appreciate, you know, this car has, in my opinion, has stood the test of time. Have a look at the design, have a look at the shapes, the edges. It's still such a sexy, lovely looking car in 2021, and this came out all the way back in 2003. How many more cars from 2003 do you think will still appeal in today's market, still look quite nice, like if it just belongs within the current times? Have a look at that. Just have a look at that. Right, let's check out the front. I never thought I'd be saying that on the channel. I've always checked out the trunks, but let's check out the front. So I've got my Porsche spare tire in there, got some little bits and bobs, I guess a little bit of glue, and that should be good to go. Good as new. But what else have we got in there? So my battery's completely shot. I'm gonna try to charge it. Hopefully it will hold some charge. If not, I will be replacing that battery, but it's nice and easy to access. Everything inside looks intact. Everything looks fine. There's not a lot that I can say about the front. So we'll close that. Let's check out the interior. Now, look at the interior. For this, the age of this car and the mileage, this interior is still in very good condition. It's a 6-speed manual. And you know what, like the front, those gauges are still quite nice. They're still quite modern in terms of, bearing in mind, this is a car from all the way back in 2003. They've taken out their radio. I don't know what radio I'll put in there. Gearbox feels a bit tight, but I won't know until I get some power to the car and start it up. I can see that whoever had the car, they love their audio. Those are some Pioneer speakers. See if I can get you down there. Have a look at that. Pioneer speakers on the door. Pioneer speakers on the door here as well. And that is testament to the period. Back in 2002, 2003, I used to do it all the time, but everyone had a bass box, big speakers, amplifier in the boot, driving around summertime in London, boom, 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 everywhere. That was just a period of the time. You don't really get that these days. But I'm eager to see what those speakers sound like. I'm eager to see what the engine sounds like. And speaking of engine, let's go check out those ponies, man. Let's go. Can someone please tell me how to open the engine compartment on the Porsche Boxster S, because I've never done it and I don't know how to. Normally you just pull a little lever there, but I'll be back. Right guys, so after doing a bit of research, I'm told that there's no engine in the boot because this is a mid-engine car and we're actually sitting on the engine, so the engine is kind of just behind the back seats. To open the boot, I need to get some power to the car, and to do that I need to get another car to come and give me a jump start because all my bits are in the garage and this car's completely dead, so my booster pack is not going to start it. So because of all the ponies in this car, I'm gonna get Akil's car with all of his ponies. Let's check out Akil's old school Mercedes AMG. It's such a cool car. But let's get the car next to this one, get a jump start, and hopefully we can get this car started. Let's do that. Right guys, so she runs, she starts, it sounds good, and it's only got 63,000 miles on the clock. So this car has been very well kept and that's why it's in such great condition. I want to check the gears quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it's all going fine. See if there's any movement. Yep, a little bit of movement in 2. I'm happy with that. Have a look at that. Now, quickly, before time runs out on the engine, see if the roof works. Uh-oh, I'm hearing noise, but I don't see any action. Okay, so that's my first major issue. The roof is not working. I don't know why, so I've got to look into why the roof isn't working. But let me continue to show you around the car. Have a look at the twin exhaust guys. They're loud, but they're not too loud. I'm quite digging that. Everything else around the car looks nice. Can't see no bangs. Yes, Rasta, you alright? Guys, I'm a celebrity now. Got some day running lights that someone's put on, but they didn't install them quite well enough and they're a bit flimsy. I don't know what I think about those. Have a look. Everything else is nice and clean. Seems to be running fine. But I'm a bit worried about the roof, so let's go investigate the roof real quick. Right guys, so I've done a lot of digging, still can't seem to get the roof to work. Let's see, now that we've got power, let's see what's in the real trunk of the car. And like I said earlier, there's no engine, you can't see the engine until you jack the car up. But I thought there was a little flap or anything in the boot. There's nothing to really do with the roof. I'm a bit worried now, just a tad bit worried. I found that there's a little lever there and then there's another button you need to press, so you need to unlatch it, unhook it, and you can see it's kind of moving, but when I press the button there's absolutely no movement. If anyone knows in the comment section, do let me know. If you know how to open the roof or if I'm doing something wrong, do let me know. I want to know why this keeps happening. Guys, in episode 2, I'll begin the stripping process of all the damaged parts, removing all the broken parts. I need to jack the car up, remove the broken wishbones, everything that's broken, replace it. I'm waiting for delivery. Hopefully in a few days that delivery comes, brings me a whole bunch of parts on this car. So guys, on that bombshell, this is where we're going to be ending the video. It was a bittersweet at the end. I don't know why the roof is not working. I need to do some investigation into that. But the engine is running, it's got low mileage, and it seems to have a good ticker in there. So I'm happy about that. If you want to see what happens next with this build, guys, I've just finished the 4 series, so as one build ends, another one begins. And if you want to see what happens with this build and my other builds, press the subscribe button down below and make sure your bell notifications are on so you get a notification every time I post a video. We'll be posting regular content on this build, my Golf R build, and many new builds that I've got in the pipelines, so you don't want to miss out. Smash the subscribe button, and if you enjoyed this episode or you just enjoy my content in general, make sure you always give me a thumbs up because it helps with the YouTube algorithm. If you watch the video and you don't press thumbs up or you don't watch it to the end, it really affects the channel in a negative way. So if you're enjoying it, watch it to the end, press subscribe, press like, drop a comment. I always reply to my comments, and yeah, this is where we're going to be ending it, guys. So stay tuned for episode 2 on the Porsche Boxster S. That sounds so good saying it. The Porsche Boxster XS, and it's live here on Salvage Nation. So I'll see you in the next episode.